we could organize it.
Yeah, let's organize it.
I will propose, we will regroup tomorrow with the market and security.
Can I meet you now?
That security to contact you because thank you very much on the
But I need you as part of the...
We will be part of this. Today we have again about half of the population of Gaza being on the road, forced to flee, despite the fact that they have been moving and forced to flee at multiple times since the beginning of the war. Now the question always is where to go, and we keep saying there is absolutely nowhere to go because there is absolutely no safe place in the Gaza Strip. We have seen over the last few months also that whenever places were vacated, they were used either by the Israeli forces, but also by the Hamas or by armed faction, that they used UN premises for military operation. And we have also seen over the last few months a number of staff which have been rounded up, arrested, mistreated, tortured, and forced to confession. And that means that not only the staff, but the premises and also the operation, and when I talk about operation, I talk about convoys moving in the Gaza Strip, have been, despite the conflict, targeted over these last few months. And this is the reason why I have called, and I repeat it, it is time to investigate and to make accountable those responsible behind it. Thank you for being such a strong supporter. We have today 500,000 girls and boys deeply traumatized, living in the rubble of destroyed Gaza, for which there is an urgency to bring back into an informal education setting and then to a formal education setting. And the more we will wait, the more we take the risk to sow the seeds for more hatred in the future and possibly more extremism.
We all support the exchange deal. We believe it will be important to get us to a truce, but that's not what we want. There is an illegal, brutal, inhumane aggression continuing in Gaza, the victims of which are innocent civilians. Over 36,000 Palestinians have been killed, the majority of whom are children. There's a humanitarian catastrophe that the aggression continues to aggravate, and that has got to stop, and we haven't wasted a minute trying to impress that upon the international community and to rally the support to bring enough pressure to bear to bring about a permanent ceasefire, because without a ceasefire, you're not going to be able to stop the humanitarian catastrophe that continues to deepen in Gaza. We have another, quieter war on the West Bank with security attacks on Palestinians in Palestinian cities, refugee camps. We have settlers' terrorism that continues to terrorize Palestinians. We have settler terrorist attack on aid convoys. We have a suffocation of the Palestinian economy. We have the Israeli government withholding the money it owes the Palestinians, which is making the Palestinian authorities unable to pay salaries. So there's a catastrophe happening on the West Bank as well. And